Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Howard, and it's time to get stress-free. Welcome to the Stress-Free Educator Podcast. On today's episode, we are going to talk about educators versus themselves. Listen, we are talking about all the stress factors that we face as educators, right? But some may not like this, but this is called a moment of truth. Sometimes we are the contributors to the stress that we already have. Okay, so we have the ability to amplify, and we also have the ability to de-stress. Okay, so we're here to talk about what are we doing, educators versus within. What are we doing from the inside out that is also affecting the stress that we're facing? More specifically, let me give you the setup. Almost every administrator I know, when they're trying to win over the staff, or as a parent, you're trying to win over the kids, what do you normally put on the table? Donuts, ice cream, all the sugary desires that you could possibly think of, because it gives that euphoric feeling for that split second so that your staff doesn't maybe walk out on you that day. They'll feel the same way later on, but at least you just calm them down with the sugar that day. Totally not healthy for them. You have the diabetic teachers, they just so overwhelmed, they eat, they don't even ask if there's sugar-free ice cream. They eat it and they take an insulin shot. That's how stressed they are. You're killing the poor teachers, buying them ice cream and stuff, not offering healthier options. We know it's more expensive. We know. But we already get low pay, so the dollar you didn't even get the name brand ice cream. That's how much you think of us, huh? Educators, I'm here to say, with all of that you're battling, if you're not taking care of yourself on the inside, your health, you are definitely not going to be able to win, because not only are you overwhelmed mentally, but now you physically cannot handle it. You emotionally cannot handle it. Okay, I'm not saying that those stress factors should be there. They really shouldn't be there. But if we're not taking care of ourselves, that increases it. It makes things worse, because now you slowly, sometimes not so slow, kind of on the path, unfortunately, of putting yourself, your health at risk. Okay. And then when your health is not the best, the stress that you experience is not good for the health. And so it kind of it's like a snowball effect. You now have this issue with your body, and then you're in a high stress job. So it just makes the disease or whatever you're going through even worse. And then because you're not, some people are taking care of themselves, but some people are not taking care of themselves, because as educators, unfortunately, some of you, thank you, you use the gym, you use positive things to overcome. Some educators don't use positive things. It's happy hour and overeating, emotional eating. That's the first one in line when there's ice cream and funnel cakes. Okay? Overeating brings them some type of comfort because they're on edge. So some educators don't use the right methods to overcome the battles that they're facing. But I'm here to say to you today, choosing those negative things that are affecting your health. We know that ice cream is real good. You know, and we're not saying don't indulge every now and again, but educators know what I'm talking about when I say emotional eating and not exercising and so on, so on and so forth. It's going to affect you even more. We're just going to put it out there. You know, you could be teacher of the year. You could be the best staff. Your principal could love you to the moon and back. But at the end of the day, you work for a corporation. So if you die, your job going to be posted before your obituary. I've literally seen it and witnessed it. Okay? The show must go on. So all of that sacrifice that you're making to your own body and putting yourself through this and your family through this, making these unhealthy choices, you're really fighting yourself. Okay? So we have to make these better decisions. So let's look into some research here. It says in a recent assessment conducted by Miami University in Ohio, nearly 2/3 of teachers reported increased concern for emotional exhaustion, while 3 out of 5 reported concern about anxiety. Researchers told Very Well via email that while teachers are feeling isolated and depressed, they're much less likely than students to have access to mental health resources in school. So we have mental health things in place for the students, and that's not even enough. But it's saying here that research is saying that the educators don't have as much access as the students do. Interesting. I'm feeling at a 0, but I walk into class and I have to pretend I'm at 100. How many educators can attest to that? How many parents can attest to that? I'm feeling 0, but I have to walk into my house and take care of my kids. This was an elementary school teacher in Toronto, Canada, said that. So this is even outside of the United States as well. This is going on. Who is currently on stress leave from her job. Stress leave. I have to just do my thing, teach my lesson, be engaging, be supportive, be patient with them. But I myself feel like I'm pouring from an empty cup. Educators versus themselves. Your cup is empty. Your health is deteriorating. It's not going to help the students, and it's not going to help you or your family either. We have to make some better choices. Kudos to those that do make good choices as educators, but we really have to think about this. What are we doing to our bodies? What are we doing to our minds? What are we doing to our emotional well-being? Okay. We have to make some better choices. My personal experience, all my life, skinny mini, scarce of fat, underweight. The doctors actually wanted me to gain weight. I was always under. Okay, all my life. Too skinny, Jamaicans say maga, all my life. The moment I started education, not even in college. College, I put on just a little bit that I needed to put on to be normal. The moment I started to work in education, slowly but surely every year, it's like I don't even know where it came from. And adding up over the 10 years, it's over 80 pounds. I know you might look at me and be like, oh, yeah, you don't look it. Thanks. That's because it's 80 pounds on top of somebody that was skin and bones. Okay? But nevertheless, it's 80 pounds. It's still 80 pounds. 80 pounds of what? Because I'm lazy? No. Because I eat too much fast food? No, barely go there. I like vegetables. I like my fruit. I like ital food. No. Sometimes I'm on detox plans and things like that and still gaining the weight. Didn't, Then you tell yourself, oh, it's metabolism, you're getting older, you're a woman, blah, 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 hormones. You tell yourself all these things. But I have come to the realization it's because of my career. Hands down. I was in line to get the ice cream when the principal bought the ice cream. I was one of those. Okay? To bring me some satisfaction. Okay? Just those poor choices. Can't drink water because I'm with the kids and I can't leave them to go to the bathroom. So educators, some of us are the worst water drinkers. Don't drink a drop. Not good for the kidneys. Need to have some water for the day. Don't want to drink it because we can't use the bathroom. Sometimes waiting until break time and stuff, if you're drinking a lot of water, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You can't leave the kids alone. Nope. If you call the front office to say, watch the kids while I go to the bathroom, they're mad. They say, you can't leave the kids alone, call us. The principal say, call us. This isn't, and you call them, they're annoyed. They don't want to come. Lies. They don't want to come. So instead, you just don't drink water, or you hold it for the whole day. Right? You're so exhausted at 4 o'clock, you're falling asleep while driving home. For those that leave at 4 o'clock, that's another problem that you're doing. Right? You're so exhausted, you're like, what gym? What gym? Get up earlier. I barely can make it to work on time. Okay? These are just some of the decisions. Right? And like I said before, I personally witnessed job posting. Teacher died, job posting up. Didn't even wait till the lady was laid to rest. So you're not doing yourself any service here, by neglecting. The Bible said the body is the temple. You're not doing it any justice. Okay? So we have to take a look at certain decisions that we're making. I'm just going to go through a couple. I know the job calls for certain things. What they ask us to do can never be done within the 8 hours that we're at work. I totally understand that. But there was a point that I came to, right? Because you learn and you grow. There was a point that I came to, I left work on time. I had one designated late day that I would stay behind and kind of get some stuff situated. It was usually Thursdays because Friday, I don't want to stay there, but I want to make sure I'm ready for Monday because I don't want to be thinking about the fact that my classroom looks a mess over the weekend. So I can actually rest and enjoy the weekend knowing that Monday was already taken care of. So one of the things that we're doing, staying late every day. No, sorry. I know there's a lot of work to do, but how many of you stay late every day and the work still don't get done? Because that's the type of job. Parenting, this doesn't matter what capacity you educate in, the job will never be done. I don't care if you stay up every night. It's still going to be something on the list that's not done. So what's the point? Write down what you need to get done for today, what's due for today, what's due for tomorrow. In that particular moment, go home. Go home. When you're on holiday, teachers, you're on holiday. Lock off the email, them. Lock it off. Don't answer nothing. Weekends, turn it off. Spring break, turn it off. You understand? Shut it down. Even the public school system is giving you all this time off. Why do you think them give it? If they know there's no way you can survive a 12-month, I know some schools are year-round, but usually those are private entities. The public school system, no. Teachers need as much holidays as possible because they're not going to make it. But then the holiday that the government is saying that you deserve, you want to be checking emails and doing all of this stuff. Stop it. What you do when there's a holiday, this is what I used to do. I used to stay late that particular Thursday or Friday before the holiday, and I got, what I needed to get done, and I'm off for the break, and I know that my stuff is lined up for when I come back, and that's it. I would stay late that one day. because over the break, I'm not looking at that stuff, right? When the work clock ends, so does your time. It's difficult. I know it's difficult. But I found so much freedom when I came to that realization. Started my whole speech started sounding different. It started sounding like this. What are you guys doing this weekend? Let's go out to brunch. Let's go to the beach. It sounded so much different. Or after work, what are you guys doing? All right, leave work at 4. Just give me an hour cat nap and we're going to go to the gym. It sounded different when I started balancing that, right? Making healthier choices. Boss became totally suspicious when I started turning down the cupcakes and ice cream sometimes. Sometimes I take it. But they didn't even know, no, I'm not going to let you slowly kill me by giving me these cupcakes every Friday. I'm eating broccoli today, taking care of me. Okay, I appreciate it. But today, I'm vegan. I might eat the cupcake next week. Right? Just making those decisions. Exercising could be something as simple as you taking a dance class. You don't even know you're exercising. Right? Getting up, just walking a mile or two, buying a bike. You know, sometimes we see these fitness people and we're like, we can't do all of that. It's not that deep. Just get your body moving, do what you can do. Eat the best that you can. I know there's a lot of diets out there and stuff like that. Forget about it. You know what you're supposed to eat. Your fruits, your vegetables, your protein. You know. All of this new stuff that they're coming out with. Stop. You know what to eat. You know what not to eat. Balance it. If you have a burger every now and again, make it once a week. Right? Instead of a burger every night. And we know there's healthy burgers. I'm not talking the healthy burgers. I'm talking the totally unhealthy burgers with the smothered fries and all of this stuff. If you have that once in a while, it's not going to kill you. But you shouldn't be having it all the time. Right? Reward yourself with something else apart from food. Buy some shoes. Buy yourself a new outfit. You know, sometimes as educators, that's what we do. Reward ourselves with a nice meal, a nice dinner, you know, all of that stuff. That's not healthy for us. Because like this teacher said, she don't even have the energy. Now your iron is low, right? Now your kidney is not functioning. All these things. A lot of teachers are anemic, diabetic, all of these issues. And some of them, when they leave education and that stress is off of their life, they are as healthy as a horse. A lot of you with health issues is not even health issues, it's stress taking a toll on your body and you're not listening to your body. Okay? I'm telling you, educators, to me, morning workouts is the best. Get up a little bit earlier, get it out of the way. Because sometimes, yes, when you're finished with school, we're a bit exhausted. And we might have a staff faculty meeting after school and stuff like that. I feel like mornings is definitely the best for an educator. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, get up, go outside, run up and down for a little bit. Or while you're at recess, I remember one time me and my coworkers did that. We had recess because we were in the older grades. Our recess was pretty much at the end of the day. And we started just running with them because it was the end of the day. We had like would change into a little t-shirt or something. And all of us and the kids would be like, okay, we're going to do 5. We let the kids train us 5 laps around the basketball court or this and that. We started exercising at recess just to get some physical activity going. Because running on an empty cup, you're already in a losing battle, and then you're on an empty cup and you're exhausted and you're trying to make coffee or this or that, give you the energy. And that's why you have no patience for the students. You have no patience at all. You can't even survive the school day. because we're not taking care of ourselves from the inside out. Take your vitamins, physical activity, we have insurance in the public education system, and a lot of educators don't even use it. And you have insurance, even if it's not the best, you have it. You're not even using it. You're not even going to the doctors for your checkup. I don't have time. I have to take a day off and put in subplans. Oh, well. And if you need to take a day off, educators, take the day off. Yes, don't abuse it. Yes, try not to do a Friday or before a holiday when you know that the subcentral system is on overload. Try to at least think about it. But if you are running on an empty cup and you feel like you need to refuel, don't be afraid to take the day, because you can't be bothered with a sub plans, or you're fearing that the students are going to misbehave with a sub. They misbehave with you. Oh, well. I used to feel guilty every time I took a day off. I have so much time off that I could cash out. Is not even funny, because I have pretty much every year a perfect attendance, maybe 1 or 2 days here or there that I had to take. And I'm telling you, every time I took it, I feel guilty. But there was one time that I took a whole week off and didn't tell a soul. I just disappeared and went to Virginia with my family. Just totally disappeared because my cup was empty. Empty. And I'm like, what am I doing? If I don't have anything on the inside of me, I can't possibly impart in a child. So leave work on time. Get your rest. Take your weekends. Take your holidays. If you need a mental health day, take your mental health day. Let your principal know what's going on. Leave your sub plans and keep it moving. If they misbehave, they just misbehave. Not your problem. Come back the next day and just say, okay. Do you want your children to behave when they leave? Yes, but they didn't. Oh, well. I was on a mental health day. Okay. Principal, administrator, this is not just teachers. Everybody. Stop staying at work late. If they're not paying you overtime, forget it. Go home, relax, okay? Start to turn down the ice cream sometime that they want to give you to sugar you up. Start turning it down, right? Start eating a little bit better. Maybe you can't drink a whole gallon of water because as an educator, you can't go to the restroom, but you could drink a cup of water. Start there. Because honestly, with everything that you're going through, if you don't make these decisions from the inside out, you're not going to be the successful educator that you have. So my stress-free tip, personally, when the work clock ends, so does your time. Take care of yourself. Take your sick day if you need it. Go to the doctor. Your help comes first. You can't help anybody if you're not running on a full cup. That's all I have for you today, guys. Listen, subscribe to our channel. We're on all social media platforms at LFK and Stress Free Educator Podcast. Subscribe, write to us, tell us what you would like us to talk about next time. Today's topic was educators versus themselves. Remember, when the work clock ends, so does your time. Have a great week, and you can restructure to be stress-free. Take care.